G'day. We're at Ayers Rock, also known as Uluru. And out there is Katujuta, also known as the Algas. We've made it to the NT. We're going to look for a few local species around here and yeah, just have a good time. Go Uluru!
It's sunset on the big red dunes near Uluru.
It's amazing some of the tracks you can get out here. This one here is a goanna. This one here is bird. Let's see what else we can find. This is a little sand swimming skink. So I got a guada sitting out warming up on the road here. Beautiful colour form. Got nice and mottled, black and orange with a jet black head. Oh, this is a feisty guada here. I'll just move him off the road, eh?
Yeah.
He's going this way, wasn't he?
Yep.
Oh.
Another beautiful guada.
See how he's moving his tongue? He's sensing both myself and Kyle. He moves his tongue in the direction of whatever he's smelling. So right now he's getting a load of Kyle, who's behind the camera right now. So he's smelling all you folks at home.
We're at Kings Canyon now, and we finally get our first glimpse of some dingoes. The beauty of the canyon and seeing dingoes made it the highlight of the trip. Don't want to poo.
You said sneak up on them. Tristis, the black tail monitor.
If you look closely, this goanna has a nice blue tinge to it. This goanna's on the hunt. Black tail monitor. Must be used to people, this one. They're usually really quick. Fairly common in Australia, but not often seen because, like I said, they're very quick, and they're usually quick to climb up a tree. Well, they don't get that big either. They're relatively small goanna.
Guadas are thick on the ground tonight.
Guada number 1 million. We thought this was a baby temporalis at first, but that head gives it away. Not as narrow and coffin shaped as the taipan, and he's got them dots on the back of his head. This one looks more like a northern brown, but I think these are still western browns.
We're in the only spot that temporalis has ever been spotted in the NT, and that was only a roadkill, so we're a little bit excited here. That's definitely a guada.
Got the temporalis colours.
Yeah, he does. We've got little Larista, little sand swimming skink, just running about here. Everything's moving now, so we'll keep on the road.
they can live underground in the desert for a very long time. Even, I think, a couple of years even if there's a drought.
That's awesome to find like such a well-adapted arid species out here. Who would have thought you can find frogs in the middle of the desert?
It's 40 degrees today, it's still really hot. And this frog's out, you know, eating all these moths flying around.
So we've just found this central netted dragon on the road. Often you'll find them basking on the road at night because they're gravid, which means they've got eggs, and they're trying to incubate them. So we'll just move her off.
It's time to go look for Australia's biggest lizard.
So we're out here on this rocky range looking for Perenties. They love living on these rocky areas, and this is just a beautiful bit of habitat for a Perentee to live in. Just got a Perentee here, not that old. Come across them from time to time here in the red centre.
He's actually closing his eyes, so he's really relaxed around her.
Now he's a goanna, which means he has a forked tongue, and he uses that forked tongue to find which direction his prey is going in.
Any bit of shade's good shade in the desert. Look at that. We're following him, he's just carked it, and that's hilarious. Goes to show how hot it is out here if even the desert animals are wanting to find some shade.
I've never seen a goanna really behave quite like this. It must be that hot. I guess the Komodos were pretty pooped, but I don't think the Komodo dragons were too worried about us when we met them, Kyle.
Yeah. The smaller the goanna, they're usually more shy. And as they get bigger, they get a bit more confident.
Yeah, the Perenties certainly stand their ground when they get to large sizes. Not so quick to run off, they'll just sit there and whack you with their tail if you get too close. So this one's just living around a campsite here, once again feeding off all the scraps. Up on this rocky range there's a beautiful view of the red centre behind us. Yeah, they're found more around the rocky country and less around the sandy country out here.
Yeah, you often see wide burrows in amongst the rocks. That's usually where a Perentee's laid.
We've actually found often in these rocky ranges, all the holes on the side, the tiny caves and whatnot, they've either got evidence of Perenties in there or the other big predator out here, which is the dingo. So it seems to be a home for the predators along here.
What a cute lizard. This bush here is native grevillea. What you want to do if you want to get the sugar out of it, you just bang it on your hand. Look at all that, and see all that juice there, and you lick that. And it tastes really sweet. It's really good, and you can also put it in a tea, and that tastes really nice too.
I am Mr. Red. And I call.
Go on.
we're having a bit of adventure over this rocky riverbed. Right? Yep, straight. Slightly right. Yep.
47 degrees today, and it's finally rained, and we're just sitting here and just enjoying this rain. It's beautiful. And the snakes will too.
All right.
Cool.
Sweet. Do you want a hole?
Yeah.
Your relation.
Cutest little snake. He's got a little beak on his nose.
This is a Centralian knobtail gecko.
Oh, he's on my boot. It just rained. We thought we would see one of these guys. They're a lot quicker than I thought. I think they get bigger than this. One of Australia's biggest gecko. This is a knobtail we've always wanted to find. These geckos must be very intimidating to other geckos. They really feel rough. A bit like a thorny devil. Look how tiny that tail is. Just after rain. Super hot today. This is another bucket list reptile for us. Probably the coolest knobtail out there, I reckon. Look at that, it's almost the size of my hand. I think they even get bigger than this. Got those huge nocturnal eyes. He's probably just coming out on the road to have a drink.
Isn't that just cute? So cute. You can see his little knob on the knobtail.
Tiny.
What a stunning animal.
Look at that, how he camouflages with those rocks. Oh, and off he goes.
Baby.
Look at him licking his tongue, and they can reach around to their eye to clean their eyes. They've been known to wiggle their tail in signs of a bit distress, or even, I think, when they're feeding too. Like a death adder, yeah?
Quite alluring. Like aliens. We have another visitor in our camp tonight. The scaly foot. Beautiful desert colours on this one. Would you look at that? Well, wasn't expecting this. Rain wasn't meant to come for a couple of days, and we set up camp, thought it'd just sprinkle a bit last night, so at least we got the awning up, but
Starting to flood.
the campsite's basically flooding, and we're not ready for it, so oh well, always be prepared in the bush.
Yeah.
Except when you're not.
Even if you're prepared, you still get wet.
How's the new swag working out, Kyle?
How's yours?
Slightly better than yours. It's still leaking.
Mine's lost to the rain.
Pretty sure it'll be floating downstream soon. And now the rain's happened, the desert has turned into an enchanted forest almost.
Yep, the toilets. A great place for the desert tree frog.
So we're in an outback dunny looking at desert tree frogs because they hang out around the water like this one. Surprisingly, frogs can survive in this arid area. So Kyle's just got his first suitor. The one of very many, I'm sure. Also known as a curl snake.
It's very wiggly.
Oh!